What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here. We are back with another live stream on a Saturday. 2 weeks in a row now. Yes, I wasn't too sure if I was going to make it today, but hey, we made it. I made it. We're all here. That's all that matters. But with that being said, though, let's give a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel. Every single person that is a member of Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber. One thing I dislike about live streams is that you can't just cut, delete, start again. You just gotta keep going, okay? Let me just drop the link for Patreon, on the live chat, because ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't already know, and if you don't know, I'm a bit worried for you, but tomorrow, 24th of July, is going to be, yes, it is going to be, drum roll please, season 1, episode 1 of 90 Day Fiancé UK. In case you don't know, that is going to be exclusive, only on Patreon. Of course, on YouTube, I'll give you guys little treats by showing you little clips and my opinions on them, like I do with Team Mum UK, the same way that I do with what's the other one called? With Married at First Sight. The full shebang itself in general, the full shebang is going to be on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for this space. But I will say this though. Depending on my availability tomorrow, I may do a live stream on YouTube for the very first episode of 90 Day Fiancé UK. I may do that if I have that availability tomorrow. But either way though, whether I do that on YouTube tomorrow or not, 90 Day Fiancé UK will solely be on Patreon. Link is pinned for you guys in the chat if you want to become a member, or it is also down below in the description. But let's stop wasting time. Let's cut the promo and let's get into this preview of tomorrow's episode of 90 Day Fiancé, season 9, episode 15. If you dig what I'm saying. Okay, okie dokie. Let's rock and roller. Oh, my apologies. Shout out to Nise, Bonita, Tammy, Social Wallflower, Suzanne, Adele, Gigi, Topaz, Christina, Crystal, Bob, Debbie, Angela, Vanessa. Yes, those are the people that are in the chat right now. How you doing? Hope you're all good. And shout out to all the silent viewers. But let's get into it. Boom, bam. Wrong screen. This is the one. Let me pop up. Kabam. Like a magic trick. We're about to get into it.
You're tired? Yeah. Because you and temperature were hanging out all night.
Oh, hold on a minute, Mike. Okay. Oh, shiz. That is so rude. I mean, I find this rude myself in particular, to be honest with you. I don't know if any of you find this rude, but I've noticed that Kobe and his friend are speaking in their own native language. And I really dislike that, to be honest with you. If I'm around people that speak English, I'm not about to have a private conversation speaking my own language. Anything that I say in front of a person that speaks English, I'm going to speak in English. This is what I'm saying. That is so cagey. Honestly, that's just a pet hate of mine and myself in particular. But it is not nice because we know that both him and Temperature can speak English. And the fact that they're in the car with Emily and they're speaking like this, it's just not cool to me. But that's just a me thing though. I find it very disrespectful.
You're tired? Yeah. Because you and temperature were hanging out all night? Yeah, what are you talking about?
The fact that they're in that conversation and he's telling him to stand firm against Emily. Nah, look at that. If you're gonna tell him to stand firm, tell him so she knows what you're saying. Don't be doing it in private. That's rude. You know what I mean? Like, that's suspicious. You know Emily's a head case and you want to be moving mad like that. Like, come on now. That is just rude. How you doing, Tabitha? Welcome to the stream. Before you know it, Kobe's friend will be taking him clubbing. You never know. Feels like they're hiding something in convo. Oh yeah, of course they are. Because obviously he's trying to tell him. He's trying to tell him how to conduct himself right now. I agree, but I'm used to it now. My husband is Ghanaian and he does that with his friends too. Nah, man, I can't be doing that. I can't accept that.
English in the car. We just had lunch with Kobe's friend, Temperature, who came to visit from Ohio for the wedding. And honestly, things got a little heated. He was talking to Kobe about, like, follow our lead. Now, it makes me question, like, is this how Kobe feels about me? All right. Welcome to Kobe's new home. But, of course, I want to invite his friend back home and show him where Kobe is living. I think it just means a lot to Kobe to have him there, so I don't want any, bad blood before the wedding. English, please.
Yeah, so
Kobe comes down here all the time. This is his little kingdom.
yeah, let's go, man. Let me show you around. Here's the B. So I'm coming this. So it's where the magic happens.
You like it? Do you like the house?
I like it.
It's where the magic happens. It's where you go off and get Emily pregnant again without no financial backing. Magic. You call that magic. I call that being irresponsible. There's a fine line between magic and irresponsible. Kobe. Sheila, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. It is rude to do so since she doesn't understand the language. It's not even the fact she doesn't understand, it's the fact that they both can fully speak English. That's my issue. She's going to make Temperature shovel shit. That is hardly Kobe's home. Oh, absolutely. I'd like to see them put Temperature to work. That would be something else. Princess still won't let him drive. Of course you won't let him drive. This is your parents' house, not yours and his. Very true. Shoving horses and the whole 9 yards. Whoa, you never know, right?
But I'm just hoping that my friend will get his document fast and so that you both can have your own home. It's not easy to live where you don't have people to communicate or hang around with. So I think relocating to Columbus would be a good idea. We are talking about millions of Africans.
Columbus? We're not moving to Columbus.
Columbus would be a good place.
I am totally taken aback. Like, he's stepping out of line. He's not in this relationship. He's not marrying the guy. He doesn't have a kid on the way. So he doesn't need to sit here putting his 2 cents in to my fiance about moving to Ohio and being pretty intense about it. We have a lot going on right now, so we need...
So, hold on a minute. He wants Kobe to move to Ohio. For what purpose? Kobe doesn't even have a job. Emily doesn't have a job. Kobe can't even work. How does moving to Ohio going to benefit anything? Oh, dear Lord. It's as if that was the plan the whole time.
need to just stay close to family until, a couple years.
It's like I'm making decisions. Have you discussed that with Kobe already? No, you're just telling Kobe what you're going to do. And that does not sound right.
Before coming to America, I didn't really think I was going to miss, like my community, my circle, But Temperature said a lot of things that make me to think a lot. That could, possibly change our future together, me and Emily.
If you need your friend, if you're telling me that your friend comes in, tells you a few little things here and there, and all of a sudden you're now rethinking your life choices. Yeah, that's concerning for myself in particular. And I tell you why it's concerning, because you see, if you knew that your intentions were to come to America, to marry Emily, to be a father to Kobe, and you knew that that is your sole primary reason, you wouldn't allow your friends' comments about going to Ohio or any other little things here and there to contaminate your mindset. The matter of the fact is, he should be saying to his friend, listen, I've come to America. I've got a child here with Emily. We've now got a second child on the way. It's important that I stay here exactly where she's at. So why he's talking about this and that with his friend is beyond me. This is when you start to identify when someone is really a man or a boy. When you identify when someone's really a woman or a girl. Let's see what someone needs to say in this chat here. Kobe ain't never getting ain't never getting off that plantation now. Probably not. I showed my shoes. Wait, I showed my shoes, baby mum. What? I showed my son's baby mum. This. She also is from Cameroon. She said his friend is poking his nose in. Okay, I got that. Makes perfect sense. Temperature says all this stuff. He can leave after the wedding. Kobe would never live this down. Oh, absolutely. Sorry, son. Sorry. Sometimes I be reading things that's not there, and that's my fault. Sorry, Debbie. He suggests that Hawaii because there is a bigger community than there is in. Oh God. All right, cool. Let me break this down. And by the way, Debbie, who just said, Goldman, who just said he suggested Ohio because there is a bigger African community than there is in BFG. By the way, everything that I'm about to say here is not directed at you. It's directed at the narrative of people having this thing where, oh, we must go here because there is more of us. That is the dumbest thing ever, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. And I tell you why. Temperature can talk about, because we've had it with Mohammed, who's now in a situation where he's spending more time with people in his community. We had it with Hamza, who literally moved from Michigan to Chicago to be around people more like him. I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? Listen, if I was to move to the States right now, bear this in mind, because this is in reference to Hamza as well. Okay, this is in reference to Hamza as well, right? Bear this in mind. If I've met a woman from America, I've then got her pregnant. We've then decided that I'm going to move to America. Wherever she lives is a course where I'm going to live. Now, I've already made the choice. I have made the choice to marry this woman. I've also made the choice to step up and be the father to our child. And I've also made the choice that I'm now going to move there so we can be a family. Okay, is there going to be possibilities that I may be lonely? That I may be lonely because maybe there isn't a community of African people. Okay, maybe. But do I have the option of making friends with people that are non-African? Like maybe, I don't know, white Americans, or maybe just black Americans, or Hispanics, or you know what I mean? Like, people act as if like we live in a small world where you have to be involved with your own community. Why is it relevant for Hamza to have to be involved with his friends in Chicago because they're there from the same place as him? Why is it irrelevant? Why is it irrelevant that, oh, you know, I have to be with the Africans? Why? Like, if you move from Africa to America, you're supposed to embrace the American experience. So therefore you get friends. You know, you somehow hopefully make friends that are from there, and you build from that. Okay, people need to stop being stuck in this thing about, oh, there's not African people here. Well, that's because you're not in Africa, you idiot. Hello. Like, come on. Like, and this is the thing that frustrates me. You know, like, come on. Like, for me myself, I've got friends from all walks of the world. Okay, I got Caribbean friends. I got African friends. I got British friends. I got Eastern European friends. Had a couple of Asian friends. But when I say Asian, I'm talking about like India, them kind of ways. Not Asian as in like China and stuff. I haven't really seen many of them in the UK, you know what I'm saying? But either way, different walks. I got friends from different parts of Africa, different parts of the Caribbean islands. Jamaica, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, okay? Then from different parts of Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, you know, South Africa, Zimbabwe. You know what I mean? Like, and even just being here on the internet, I've made connections with different people from different states in America. Whether that'll be Washington or Florida or New York or whatever. You know, it's just a madness, man. Let's have a look. Let's see what you guys are saying right here. Yes, talk about it. My man is trying to do the same thing, telling me we should move to Coventry. Oh, you're in the UK? Oh, damn. You're in the UK, Crystal. What's going on? Because all of his friends are there. I was like, no, I need to be where is best for the kids, period. That's it. That's it. You got to do what's best for the kids. They have to move out of Emily's parents' house. They have a better chance of having support. I don't know if you've ever met any Africans, Debbie, but from my knowledge, I can't say Africans are the best of supports. At least not for free. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this now, right? Kobe and Emily will have better support by moving within the same area as her family. That is a fact. You can't tell me otherwise. Her daddy's never gonna let her struggle. Nor is her mommy, nor is whatnot. The best support that they're gonna have is going to by staying in that same location. Of course, not in the same vicinity, but within that location, 100%. Plus, I don't think that there are a lot of people from Cameroon in China. So what's the rush? That's a very good point. Thinking, I don't know. Maybe there is. I'm not too sure. To be fair, I'm not too sure. You're in Southeast London and that. You're in Southeast London and that. I grew up in East London. I'm up north now, but yeah, I was actually in what do you call it? East side. People of color are in communities all over the United States. The small cities have fewer. Okay, I see what you're saying. So Kobe should live in a toxic environment because Emily is irresponsible for protecting herself from pregnancy. This woman and her family has a disrespect. Oh. No. Okay, listen. You've missed my point. My point is that people need to get out of this narrative that you have to live within your own community. The fact is this, right? So this isn't about him staying in a toxic environment with Emily. This is about that you shouldn't move to Ohio just because there's going to be people from your nature walk. How do they know that moving to Ohio is going to be the best thing for their relationship with their kids? Like, think about it this way: where they're going to. Here's the thing: if Kobe said he was going to break up with Emily, different conversation. But if he's going to stay in a relationship with Emily, he should stay exactly where he's at. Because Emily's family is going to be the best support they're ever going to have when it comes to raising their children. Point blank, period. He should have moved to Ohio. They should get a little place within that vicinity. And hopefully, once him and Emily have moved out of their parents' house, but still living in the same vicinity, hopefully their relationship gets better. Maybe she's playing like this. Maybe she's behaving this way only because she's around her family. Some people behave differently once they're away from their family. You never know. I'm just saying, if he's gonna continue being with her, stay here. Thank you for the super chat there, Topaz. Yay for a Saturday live. Thank you so much. But anyway, man, listen. Anyway, let me play the video. If what I'm saying is going over some of your heads, that's a you problem, man. I've said what I've said, man. Listen, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, there's a fly. Damn you, fly. Alright, let's get it.
We should talk about that again, babe. What do you think? Right now, you're making decisions like telling what you want us to do.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, we'll probably stay here for 2 years.
Oh, did we discuss about that?
Okay, so wait, do you want to get your green card and your work permit and then just move to Columbus? Is that what you want?
The way Emily came in with that one. Let me hear that again. Oi, she said that with aggression.
2 years.
Oh, did we discuss about that?
Okay, so wait, do you want to get your green card and your work permit and then just move to Columbus? Is that what you want?
I see that. Yeah, I see that.
But I'm asking you.
And I'm just so tired of fighting all the time.
Remember, you're starting a new life now, right?
Uh-huh.
You're building a new family. So those 2 kids, you need to be in a new environment.
Okay, wait, stop. You told him? Why would you do that?
What do you mean by why would I tell him? Like, he's my friend.
Because you weren't supposed to tell anybody.
He's not just anybody, okay? He's my friend. I told you about him, so.
Kobe, you're not fun. That's so messed up.
That's okay. Kobe? Man.
I mean, listen, really and truly, he should have never told his friend without telling Emily. Because that's not going to help anything. Forget about what we think about Emily at this moment in time, okay? He should never told his friend without telling Emily first. Or at least told her that he told his friend. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's when trust issues become a thing. You know what I mean? How do we avoid trust issues? Okay, so yeah.
I was very clear with Kobe that no one should know about the pregnancy. Like, him telling temperature, it's making me really uneasy because that's a huge violation of our trust. And it's hard to marry somebody that I can't even trust them.
Oh yeah, Kobe definitely is in brighter times. Run hard and fast. Your true love is out there. Emily is not the one. You know what though? I'm gonna say something though, right? I'm not too sure how I say your name. Is it Quatty? I've never really seen a name spelled with a Q without a U. But is it Quacky? Whatever it is, I apologize, right? So you said run hard and fast, Kobe. Your true love is out there. Emily's not the one. You know, this is what I'm going to say though. I think that Kobe should stay with exactly where he's at with Emily. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you see, man like Kobe, right? I see you. This fly is tormenting me. I can see you. So you see, here's the thing, right? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why he should stay there, right? Because you see. How are you? Fuck. All right, listen. Thank you for this. Thank you for the super chat, Tammy. Thank you. The fly slayer, Okay. From everything I've seen, Emily is the most manipulative with Kobe and in her family origin. Right. So you know what though? I realized something about you, Debbie. Right. You run on one narrative. You don't process things on both narratives. Okay. Listen. You gotta see things every narrative. Now I'm gonna tell you why Kobe should stick with Emily. Right. Because you see, going back to what's the comment again? The comment about. Where's that bomber clock comment, man? That's it. Run hard and fast, Kobe. Your true love is out there. Emily is not the one. I'm going to tell you why he shouldn't go and find his true love. Because Kobe is someone that at this moment in time is unable to learn from his learn from his behavior. He got Emily pregnant within God knows how quick when they were in China. He then arrives in America and he gets her pregnant again instantly within the space of a month, 2 months, whatever it could be, right? So that means this guy, and also remember, he doesn't believe that women should be taking contraception. He's the one that told Emily not to take anything neither. So you know what I'm saying, okay? Do you really think, do you want Kobe to go and find another woman, to then go make another woman pregnant, and then maybe another woman pregnant? The way I see it, if Kobe can't mature within this relationship with Emily, he should just stay in it so he can save another woman misery. That's all I want to say. That's just my opinion. Because I am not a fan of people that don't mature from their actions. He's someone that is more than happy to play the card of complaining about how Emily's treating him. He's more than happy to complain about how I know about all these other things or to play this and that, right? But the fact is though, the more he talks, the more I sit and I say to myself, so when are you going to put actions behind what you're saying though? Because you said that you was not going to get her pregnant again because that was the #1 rule from her father. But hold on a minute, you went and got her pregnant. You also lied that you had 2K rather than 4K. And then you tell that to her dad. Like, come on. If we're gonna criticize, we're gonna give our opinions and critique. Please make sure we do our best to remember both sides, the actions on both sides. And as far as I'm concerned, when I'm looking at the actions on both sides, the way I see it, He should just stay there for as long as possible. Because I don't want to be hearing about this guy's found a new woman and he's got her pregnant too. I don't want to hear about that. The guy hasn't learned nothing. That's why he should stick where he's at. And the fact is, right, the only reason why Emily behaves the way she does is because he allows it. He plays the card of how, oh, he may make us feel as if like there's nothing that can be done about it, but there's something that can be done about it. Yeah, I moved to Orlando. I think in Orlando. I intrigued with old people, didn't look for posh friends, for Polish friends, even though my English was weak. Congratulations, man. What's going on? Susan, exactly. Sympathy vote. That's what it is. People always, it's a sympathy vote. That's what it is. Come on now, man. You gotta call the things out. Kobe has no backbone at all, and that's his problem. That's his problem. But you know what the funny thing is, though? He's got no backbone, but yeah, he'll tell Emily to not go on contraception. No backbone, but he will tell her to not go. Hell. Too bad you can only like once per video. No, it is 100%. Sorry from Ireland. Oh, meant Ireland. Okay, cool. But let's get into it, man.
So we're here, man. Thanks so much for showing up. You know, let me walk you out. Oh my goodness. Take care, my son. Take care.
Don't you think he's taking all of her crap because of her green card? Because of the green card? I believe he's going to run after. I don't know, you know. I really don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you that, to be honest with you. I just know that regardless, he's making himself look like a pussy, yo. All she did was trap him into a relationship by getting pregnant. Her father told not to get pregnant, regardless what Kobe told her about birth control. She should have taken away. I love the way people run this narrative that she trapped him in a relationship. Okay. Let's break this down. Okay, so Venita, is it Venita? I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm saying wrong, I do apologize. Okay. So you're telling me that, okay, let's just read this again. All she did was trap him into a relationship by getting pregnant. Okay, someone let me know this. Okay, I have this is a genuine question. Okay, if you're gonna feel stupid because I'm asking this question, that's not a me problem. This is a genuine question. Okay, how can you trap someone that lives in a different country with a baby? Process this. How can you trap someone? How can somebody think, hey, I met you in China. Oh, how can I make sure I'll see you again? Let me have a kid with you. How does that guarantee that you're going to actually take that flight to America? It'll be different if they were both in the same country, all right? Because there's things that can be done. If you're in the same country, she can to get the law involved, all that kind of stuff. But you're in two different countries. I'm just curious. I'm just very curious. I think people need to really move away from this idea that Emily trapped him. Because how, like, if there was an easy way to get someone pregnant and not have to even worry about having to be there at all or worry about them getting the law involved, so you got to pay child support. Whoa, I got a great idea. Sleep with someone that's from a different country because the jurisdiction is different. So I don't know how that's even a narrative, to be honest with you. People need to stop that. You can't be telling me that she trapped him. She didn't trap him. Emily did not trap him. Emily did what her father says that she does best. She opened up her goddamn legs. Episode 1, Daddy said in front of everybody, my dad has always got her legs open for this guy and this guy. That's all she did. She opened up her legs and she just happened to get pregnant. That's it. That's what happened. She didn't trap. I don't think Emily has it in her to even process that, to be honest with you. She's too dilly-dally with herself. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. Anyway, let's see what you're saying here. Let me see something here. We can only hope that he runs and takes the kids. I hope he doesn't, because I don't think he could cope with just the kids by himself, to be honest with you. Kobe should have wrapped it up exactly. It can take two people. It takes two people. I can't. It takes two to get pregnant. She wasn't inseminated artificially. 100%. I believe Kobe and Muhammad. Muhammad is gonna run 100%. Muhammad is definitely running, without a shadow of a doubt. So obviously, I just saw a comment now, which I think has now disappeared, about 90 Day Fiancé UK. 90 Day Fiancé UK will be on Patreon. But I may, if I have time tomorrow, I may stream the first episode on YouTube. May do that, but that will be the only time I will do that on here. Let's have a look here. To think of it this way, perhaps Emily is holding the baby over his head for control. People need to stop that as well. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you now. Even if Emily was holding the baby over his head, I'm gonna tell you this now. That is not something that I would hold against her necessarily, because Kobe is still an adult, allegedly, who has the ability to still take control of his own freaking life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he can do that. Let's not forget. Let's not act like you can't do that. It may not be an easy process, but it can be done. Of course, she will use the kids against him. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do that. I mean, listen. Let's flip the narrative. Let's flip the narrative. Okay, they're both irresponsible. Exactly. Let's flip the narrative. For all we know, right? Yeah. Maybe Kobe wants Emily to get pregnant on purpose, so she has to stick around. Because whilst we're out here bashing Emily, well, whilst not me necessarily, but whilst people out here trying to have an agenda against Emily, right? Let's not forget that there is also the agenda of where there are some men in this world that will purposely get a woman pregnant multiple times to make sure that that woman is always theirs. So whenever they want to, they'll be like, hey, baby mom, where you at? And also, let's not forget this as well. Oh, I got a new one for you. I just thought of this one. I just got this one. I got a new one. I just thought of this one as well. You do realize that Kobe has to be sponsored, right? And the person that sponsors him, depending on how this situation goes, that person at the same time as well, okay, also has to be financially responsible for the person they sponsor. All right, so let's just run the narrative that, let's flip it. Let's say, for example, Kobe purposely wants to get her pregnant because he knows that once he gets his green card and she sponsors him, even if he financially can't pay for XYZ, she's going to have to pay for the kids or whatever it could be. Let's also forget this. Remember this as well. Kobe's coming into a house where he sees dad with bare money. Dad's he's got a big house. He's got a farm. Okay, he's got dad's always giving Emily everything that she wants. How do we not know that he's like, you know what? This is probably the best place to have kids, because even if I don't have the money, daddy's always gonna hook us up anyway because Emily's got him wrapped around his little finger. That could be the other narrative. So you gotta look at things in all ways. And I tell you this now: the person that looks and comes across as the innocent one, the victim, can also be the most slyest. The slivering can be the most slyest, the most slivering snake of them all. The one you don't see in that long grass. We experienced it. We experienced it with Hamza. I'm still calling that guy out until people see it. He's another one. Hamza's on Instagram every single freaking day. I feel sad. Oh, modeling picture. I feel sad. Oh, I'm going to the gym. I feel sad. Oh, big building. I feel sad. I'm on the train. I feel sad. You gotta look at things on both sides, ladies and gentlemen. There's possibilities of evil on both sides. And possibilities of good on both sides. But the good is very rare on 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah. Yeah, you did it with the music. There we go.
like days away from the wedding, and right now we are.
Honestly, I think they both liked each other, had fun, and had a baby happened. And he's a decent person, so wants to be there for the baby. And Emily is Emily. Just a bit of a culture clash. Yeah, do you know what? And then Dorothy, and then there's that. They could legit just be a bit of a culture. In fact, to be honest with you, 100% there's a culture clash. That is definitely 100%, to be honest with you. So, Deborah, we can go with that too, to be honest with you. I definitely agree with that one. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different narratives of what's happening here. Bilal, my favorite guy, Dad. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
At odds. Prenup is still undecided, so it's not been easy for me. I'm looking for some advice. Hey,
Assalamualaikum. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good.
Good.
You were able to come over.
Yeah. I have received a call from Bilal, saying that China wanted to have a sit down and talk. I think she's probably feeling some anxieties, uncertainty, a lack of security, feeling like she's walking on maybe not solid ground. So, what's going on?
Been so busy planning this wedding.
Yeah. How have things been with you and Bilal?
It's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. We have our ups, we have our down moments, and I just wish we could come to a place where we are more at peace. You have a lot of experience when it comes to marriage. You was married to Bilal dad for a lifetime. And I know there's no such thing as a perfect marriage, but you guys have spent so much time together.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I want to be married for a very long time.
Well, I think you're on the right path when you realize that marriage is not perfect. It's two imperfect human beings holding on to each other and not letting go.
That type of relationship, I know, is something that doesn't come overnight. Like, the relationship you and your husband had. And that's the type of relationship, it's always been my ideal relationship as well. Bilal do have those qualities, but at the same time, I feel like part of that, that business persona that he has, it ain't our relationship. Because I'm from the old school, when you marry. You don't really, you don't protect yourself because you don't look at your partner like a suspect.
I'm assuming, and I shouldn't assume, but are we talking about this prenup?
Yes, we're talking about the prenup.
Okay.
So let me get this right. I just need to get this correct. I need to process this real quick. So she's had a conversation with Bilal numerous times about the prenup. She's then also had a conversation with Bilal's baby mama about the prenup, which was unexpected. She's had a conversation with all of her girlfriends about the prenup. I believe she's had a conversation with her mother about the prenup. She's had a conversation with Bilal's sister about the prenup. And now she's having a conversation with Bilal's mother about the prenup. 6 different people. But the group of girls was 4 of them, so add number 3. That's 9 different people, to be honest with you. We are now on episode 15? Well, at least we will be tomorrow, and we're still talking about the... Oh, yes, forgot the lawyer. That's 10 people, and then the lawyer too. That's 10 people in a space of how many episodes? And do you know what the craziest thing is as well? The craziest thing is, the mother was like, I'm assuming you're talking about the prenup, right? The way the mother knew as well is the given part. That is the part that just done me over there. When the mother said, oh, I assume you're talking about the prenup, right? Oh, the mother came in. That was special. Okay, listen. Let's settle ourselves down here. Okay, listen, hold on a minute. Okay, cool. I've cracked the code. TLC. This is the storyline now. This is it. They want to start going to the prenuptial relationships. I'm telling you now, there's going to be 90-day prenup coming up soon, or some sort of prenup show coming up. I know, show code. Let's talk about prenup. I don't know. Prenup something. Blah. 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 Oh, dear Lord. The whole family knows about the damn prenup. I'm telling you, and they all know that when Shada calls them over, it's going to be for the prenup.
Absolutely. Okay. When you come into an agreement, a law teaches us to put it in writing.
True, true.
So it's not necessarily a lack of trust.
Yeah.
But when it comes to trust, what does trust really mean? It means different things to different people. Some people will say, I will trust you until you show me that I...
Yes, 90 days, 6 month divorce. Imagine, let's get you on the show. Listen, I would happily go on this show, man. Alright, listen. If I were the 90-day fiance, understand this. It would be the best season you'd ever watch. I would play up so much. It'd be so funny, man. And it's natural for me to play up too, because naturally I'm a wind-up merchant. Trust me. This is because I'm naturally a wind-up merchant. It's probably why when subscribers or people reach out to me, I'm very like I'm very basic with conversation, because when I get comfortable with people, the type of annoying that I can be, it ain't nice. I ain't built for the light-hearted. Just what I'm saying. But because I ain't, I'd be perfect for TV. Oh man, I'll rip it apart. Rip it apart. Does anybody want to go on TV with me? so I can make a whole mockery of our relationship for the views. We game over. But yeah, like so when people so if you ever slide my DMs because you want to ask me a question about the show or whatever, and you just find that I'm very kind of like, I come across quite blunt or like one-worded or like very like not talkative. Yeah, that's because my man's keeping his distance, because boy, I've had an experience before. You know what I mean? I got comfortable. You know what I mean? And then this subscriber was like, "Yo, this mofo is dark." You know, hey, boy. Yeah, that didn't end well. I've been yeah. Yeah, I'm saying. But let's keep it going, man. The prenup will not protect him. The paperwork says you have to financially be responsible for them for 10 years anyway. Sheila, let her know. Let her know. Let her know. Sarcasm is an art form. Of course it is. I'm a walking art form. Come on now. Listen, man. Listen. The bio would say in the show, imagine the wind up. I'm telling you, man. It's me right there.
I can't trust you. Okay. Some people will say, you have to show me before I can trust you. Neither way is right or wrong. It's just how that person feels. With Bilal, it took him a very long time to open up his heart because he had been hurt. So he has opened up his heart to let you in.
If this is Bilal opening up his heart, then wow, I'm worried.
And by that, some of the fears of leaving. So these are triggers. Allah has put the male as the head of the family. And he leads, and we follow. But there's ways that we can lead from behind. But you always leave him with his manhood. The male is sometimes maybe not as tactful, but when you're in that leadership position, it's not a dictator. So I have tried to teach all of my sons to be strong, but yet tender. But the back and forth, going back and forth, if it gets to that, you know, there's no winners. We have to learn that being right is not the most important thing. And will it matter 5 years from now? Bilal wants peace and comfort. If you know you have a good man, figure out how to make it work and bring in the peace.
So basically, in a nutshell, just be submissive. She could have just said, just be submissive without explaining the whole madness. But another thing is this, I'm going to say this as well. Please, when you're going to, if you are seeking advice from someone, okay, if you're seeking advice from someone, that's been in a long-term relationship that is like, that was born in like the 70s, 80s. Understand that when they met their partner, times were very different then. Okay, I would never go to get advice about how to stay in a long-term relationship with someone that got married in the 60s, 70s, maybe even the 80s, because people in that era didn't grow up with social media. They didn't grow up with the easy access of just being able to go on the internet and, you know, see things or match things or whatever, you know. May have necessarily not even been able to just jump on a plane here and there. You know, things are so different. The best thing is to have a conversation with someone that's within this era, to be honest with you, that's got a good thing going. Find out why is your relationship so good at this moment in time, rather than going with someone from like way back. Maybe Amy needs to follow Allah. She would be able to submit to Kobe. Hold a minute. Yeah, I don't believe. Okay, Dorothy was definitely not trying to be definitely wasn't trying to discriminate there. Okay, she's obviously making a nice what's called what do you call it? What am I looking for now? I don't know, man. I don't know. Either way, though, in a nutshell, Bilal's mum is saying, Shahida, you need to be submissive. That's it. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I felt like everything you were saying is like, I am doing the opposite of what I should do.
Bilal is exactly like his mother. Do you know what, Blink? I was legit just about to say that Bilal is exactly like his mother, because Bilal loves to use religion every now and then he brings in religion. His mum flat out just done the same thing right here.
When it comes to like trying to be right, some things I need to let go. And that's what.
It's okay. It's okay. It just shows how much you really care. And it's okay. I know he thinks the world of you. I know that. He's told me that many times. Instead, he's still guarded. But I don't feel that he is as guarded as he was 2 years ago. And each day, your love will grow. His love will grow.
Right, man. I thought Bilal was born, but him and his mother just as born as each other. God damn.
Bilal's mom was explaining to me that her son was hurt badly and it took him a while to open back up his heart to others.
What do you mean? Bilal's mum was explaining to you that her son was hurt badly. You knew this. We've been knowing this. We was told this like episodes ago. Bilal was told us at least 3 or 4 times that, you know, he's been hurt bad, and you was there. So why is she acting as if this is news to her? Oh my goodness, get this. I'm done with this. Do you know what? I'm done with this, guys. No. I can't do it. I can't. I refuse. Refuse. Biggest nonsense out of my life.
Arguments about the culture differences. We have been dealing with so many arguments about the culture differences the last few weeks. And between her inappropriate friends fighting about the wedding day and her strange fire ceremony. That makes me nervous.
I'm promising you this now. I'm gonna say this right now. Tomorrow when we do the live stream for this, 90-Day Fiance, this one. I'm skipping that whole Bilal scene there. With the whole shady, I'm skipping that scene tomorrow. There's no way I'm rewatching that scene tomorrow. So that means people who wasn't here today, that's not me problem. You know what I'm saying?
That maybe it's not gonna work out. I feel like I need to talk to my family to get me through this because they care about me and my happiness to be comfortable in my life. يا ماما عاملة ايه؟ والله العظيم انت كمان بجد يعني انا بقول لك القلب بقى. الله يسلمك يا تيتا. انتوا كمان والله. ايه الاخبار عندكم؟
الحمد لله كويسين. وانت احوالك ايه مع ايبك اليومين دول؟
الحقيقة بتشتغل؟
هو سلم لنا عليها وعلى سيرة لما تشوفها ان شاء الله.
حاضر يوصل.
ولما وصلت بالسلامة كده قاعد مرتاح مش فاهم كده؟
I have a very strong relationship with my mom, but I usually pretend that everything is okay so she doesn't worry about me. So I haven't reached out to my mom too much since I arrived to the United States. في فرق ثقافات زي ما انتم عارفين. ايه رأيكم انتوا في موضوع الملابس؟ لازم تلبس زي الستات في مصر ولا لا؟
لا محمد، هي بص، هي عايشة في بيئة غير البيئة المصرية. ما نقدرش نسيطر او نفرض عليها. وانت لازم تأقلم نفسك بقى على البيئة الجديدة اللي انت رايح عليها. على حريتها وهي واحدة هتسمع. بس انت ما تتحكمش قوي وبلاش تضطر ايه نظام النكد يعني.
انا نكدي قصدك يعني؟
ده طبيعي طبعا.
my mom said she's completely in Eve's side, and I didn't expect that. I don't agree with my mom, but what she says to me, it matters. She has experience, and I believe in her experience.
معلش بقى عشان برضه ما تزعلهاش. هي كويسه ومنطقه طيبه بجد يعني.
أنا عارف هي كويسة جدا.
فانت ما تحاولش بقى ايه يعني ايه تعمل لنفسك يعني قلق شويه بالنسبه للآراء كده.
I am a Muslim man, I'm not gonna change, but I'm afraid if I don't accept Eve for who she is, she's not gonna be happy with me. But what about my happiness to be comfortable in my life? And so right now, I don't know what to do. Okay.
So basically, in a nutshell, you just told me why you shouldn't be with her. You fully just said why. So obviously, his mom explains to him that, you know, you need to do what you can to make her happy. He's obviously said so that basically I have to change myself to make her happy, but I don't want to change myself because I want to be happy. So basically, you don't have a middle ground. You're not looking to compromise. So therefore, your relationship is done and dusted. There you go. Boom, boom. Simple as that. There we go out. Like, idiots. Idiota.
Assalam. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
There's more 90 Day Fiancé.
Okay, well, that one is the preview for tomorrow. But before we disappear, I do want to revisit this bit here. Hold on a minute. Let me just get it up. Where you at? Don't go nowhere. I just want to revisit last episode, okay? If I can get it up. Right, okay, cool. Got it up now. Just want to revisit. I want to revisit I did put recap in the title, and the recap is there because of famous moment where we first meet Temperature, and he puts, there we go. Wait. Yes, this is it. This is it. This is the moment. This is it. Let's get into it. I did enjoy this one, to be fair with you. Okay, let's go. I get the creeps every time I see Mohammed. Who doesn't? Hold on a minute. Let me see something real quick. I just saw. Hold on a minute, sorry. I'm just looking at something here on this live chat here that I just saw. Someone said something about something. I don't know if it's now been taken away. Why are people saying bye? We're not finished. Why are people saying bye for? I haven't gone anywhere. We're still here. Right, okay, cool. This is it. Okay, cool. So I can see that Gigi, why are you leaving for? You're not allowed to leave, Gigi. Come back here right now. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, girl? I'm assuming you're a girl. If you're not, then still. All right, cool. So I'm just looking here. Sorry, so I've got to nip this in the bud right now, okay? Because we have a very good community here, and everyone does their best to stay what do you call it? Positive. So I'm going to say this now. If Dorothy and Samaha, if you two don't leave your conversation alone, I'm going to have to firstly politely ask you then to both leave, because we're not having this in the chat. Listen, end of the day, one person said one thing, the other person misunderstood it, and then that's it. We move on, okay? We're keeping this chat nice and clean, okay? I don't tolerate, you know, anything that's not needed, okay? Right now, everybody's enjoying the show. We're talking about the show. As in, like, 90 Day Fiancé, so stay on topic, okay? Move on from the situation. If you can't, then we have to say goodbye, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, we gotta keep everyone engaged on what we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying, okay? Gigi, you're gonna stay. That's what I'm talking about, Gigi. Come on, Gigi. Gigi's like, I'm gonna stay. Shout out to you. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that, Dorothy. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. All right, thank you, Dorothy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right, keeping it positive. All right, okay. Madzie, would you ever do a collaboration with At Your Wet Sock? I think you two. Yeah, listen, I'm always open to do collaborations, man. You know what I mean? Teamwork is the best way. Networking is always the way in life. So absolutely. Get me the connection, okay? Connect us. I'm assuming you're the plug. But yes, let's revisit this one here. This famous scene from last week.
Welcome to Salina, man.
It's Salina, Kansas. Oh my gosh. Can you believe you're here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But you're from the same area, region of Canada.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've been
cool.
here for like 1 year and some months.
Huh? And you like it?
Yeah, it's a place to be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Kansas is a place to be. US is a place to be, but there's one big African community in Ohio. Yeah.
We don't have any of that. Yeah.
Did we still need a few minutes?
I think we're ready. Okay. I'm gonna do the chicken piccata, and then Kobe's gonna get lasagna. You like the lasagna, right?
Yeah, I think I can go with that.
Please.
Okay, I'll have a go.
She wants to do almost everything.
She's loving it. Yeah.
That's my first day meeting Emily, and considering the way Emily's treating Kobe, I think they have been living the American lifestyle because Emily is the boss.
So one of the biggest problems with this scene here is that Temperature's come into this dinner with Kobe already telling him about Emily's behavior. If Temperature went in there without Kobe telling him anything negative, Temperature's attitude would have been different, to be honest with you. And that's something that we have to also remember, okay? Because obviously as he comes in, he's already got bad vibes, but that's because of what's already been put in his head.
So I want Kobe to stand up as a man and start doing things the way they're supposed to be.
In fact, because originally I was actually going to make a video about this solely, as I normally would, but I want to do this on a live stream. Because I also want to say this though, here's the thing. Temperature is never really going to be able to really assess his own opinions on Emily because his mind is already clouded. And the reason why it's important that Kobe had never told him anything negative about her necessarily, and she just said general things about it, is because you see, it's important for him to get his own views, his own clear mind. And if he can get his own views and his own clear mind, that means whatever opinions he's going to have against Emily are going to be a bit more in the right direction rather than in a biased direction, you know? And that's why personally, when somebody comes to me and they say certain things to me, my first thing is, why do I get the feeling you've already got a narrative based on who I am? I don't really feel like you really judge me based on, you know, on who I am. I feel like you're judging me based on what someone else has told you. If that's how it's going to be, then I'm out. Remember that.
What do you want, Mom?
Kobe, honey, I might have to freak out on you.
Yeah, it would be my pleasure to see them together. But I believe the key is just to teach the wife what she's supposed to do. You know, I said married to Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not married yet, but what I know, with African men, we need a whole lot of respect for my ladies. Yeah, so
I give him respect.
I do think so.
Yeah, of course.
You know, if we are family, right?
No.
Do you know if Kobe is supposed to be the heir apple, he will need to stay in Cameroon and govern his people?
Okay.
He will need to stay there with
What is
you.
he, like a prince? Wait, what did you say?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
We're talking
My
about
dad.
What? Your dad is?
My dad is from the royal family.
I am so confused. Like, this is huge news. Like, do we have a castle in Cameroon? Like, what is going on? Exactly, Coben. So your dad's like a king, or is he
Not
a
a
prince?
king, like, let me explain something to you. Like,
What?
in Cameroon, like, there's 200 and something tribes, and all those tribes have like chiefdoms. They have chiefs.
Right.
Those people are all from the royal family.
You see yourself being a chief one day?
Nah,
Never.
I'm far away from that. So I choose my own path. You know.
I thought I knew Kobe pretty well, you know, until this secret came out. Because I'm like, that's a big thing. Why wouldn't you tell me? I would have told you in the 2 years that we've been talking every day forever. Okay, so wait. We have no money and no kingdom to go rule.
Yeah, I have just me, myself. He was just citing an example.
I'm trying to make you understand that Kobe has a final say. You get married to an African, not an American, so the man is the head of the family, meaning you belong to him.
I mean, listen, you don't meet someone. Do you know what? Do you know what the maddest thing is about Temperature? He's met Emily for the first time, and he's met her with her family there as well for the first time. And the first thing that he wants to do is tell her how she needs to behave in front of her family. Oh man, nobody wants a friend like him. No. He has no boundaries. He gives 0 Fs.
I think there's a reason why you're not married.
And that's it. You know what I mean? Listen, Emily's dad was right there.
Hearing temperature and more about where Kobe's come from has been very eye-opening because Kobe's never expressed this on this level.
Yeah, Emily's very much independent and strong-willed. So, talking about the man being.
And people keep saying, I keep seeing how people keep saying that that Kobe should be with Emily's sister. I'll be honest with you, man. Emily's sister would eat Kobe alive. I'll tell you why. Because she's a girl, or a woman, sorry, should I say, who's actually got her head screwed on the right way. Kobe hasn't got his head screwed on the right way at this moment in time. Nor does Emily, which is why they're better off being together. The fact is, he wouldn't be able to handle being with someone that has their life, you know, constructed. You know what I mean? Could he handle someone who's got a general plan? You know what I mean? Someone who knows when they're gonna wake up, when they're gonna go to work, come back. You know, has plans, has all these things. Because based on the person that she showed us to be, I just feel like she'd be way too good for him. I don't think he could handle that lifestyle. I don't think he'd be able to relax. With Emily, he gets more of that relaxation because she's just as useless as him. Just my opinion. So I think personally that Emily's sister would be settling if she was to be with Kobe. For those people who keep saying that Kobe should be with Emily's sister. Nah. I don't know if she's older or younger, Mark. I have no idea if she's older or younger, to be honest with you. But I just know that she seems too good for him, to be honest with you, in terms of the way she's got her stuff together. How does her sister have her head right and Emily doesn't? Both girls were raised in the same house. That is the question, isn't it, Sheila? I mean, I don't know, Sheila, but that is the question. That is the question right there. All I know is that at that dinner table, not this dinner table, but at the previous one, everyone, mom, dad, siblings, they were all going in Emily for being a loose cannon. That's all I know. So it tells me that sister clearly has her head screwed on at some point. So I think the sister is younger. Yep, agreed. So disappointing, Kobe, has a man letting someone step to his newly pregnant fiance in such a disrespectful way. That is a very good point, to be honest with you. Because, and you know what, actually, that is a very good point. Yeah, let me elaborate on that one, actually. I'll have you know, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Look at it this way. Let's say myself and you, the viewer. It could be anyone, every single one of you, right? Let's say I'm in a relationship with you guys. And let's say that you don't like your parents. Okay, let's say you don't like your parents, you know? And you're always complaining to me about your mum doing this, your mum was doing that. If I then said what you were saying about your parents, would that be okay? You wouldn't accept that. You'd be like, whoa, okay, I know I don't like them, but I can say that. But you? No, you're not meant to say those things. You're just meant to support me and agree with me. That's what you're supposed to do. So the fact is, though, going back to that point that I was making about Topaz, makes perfect sense. Because the fact is, though, he may have gone and complained to his friend, but does that then give his friend the ability, the audacity to then go and speak to his woman like that? No, it's simple. So I agree with that 100%. Kobe should be doing a better job. He should be getting his friend to humble himself real quick. He should, hey, whoa, hey, bro, wait, what are you doing? Hey, wait, no. I told you these things in confidence. I didn't tell you them as ammo to go and bully my woman, the mother to my child. Okay, I'm not giving you ammo. If you want to have a conversation and then you give me advice, I would then choose to use that advice how I see fit. But you cannot then go tell my woman the advice that you told me. Are you mad? Then it all goes tits up after that, man. Oh, man. So that's a very good point. Good looking. I don't know how. I'm upset that I didn't even pick that. I'm upset that I didn't pick that up myself, because that's one of my pet hates. You know what I mean? I remember one time I remember one time I was one of my old friends. I'm at his house now. Okay, it was me, him, one of my other friends, and his girl was there. Me, him, and my other friend were making jokes, and they were roasting me. You see, they were roasting me at the time, right? Next thing you know, his girl's getting involved in roasting me too. I'm thinking, raw. You're gonna let your girl say that to me? Because I know that if I respond to your girl, you're not gonna be happy with that. There is a rule. You don't do that. Because if it was me and my girl, do you think I would allow my girl to get involved and roast you, knowing that if you roast her back, I'm gonna be upset? No, I ain't gonna try and contradict things like that. Are you mad? When I looked at that point, I'll be honest with you, at that point, I said to myself, their relationship is going to end. Because they have no boundaries already. His girl is more than happy to overstep. And do you know what the funny thing is? A few months later, they got married. And then a few months later, after getting married, they then got a divorce. And this is why boundaries is a thing. Boundaries matter. Overstepping your mark matters. He didn't take that into account. Trying to tell him. He was like, no, she was just playing. I said, yeah, it's not about the fact that she was playing. It's the fact is, if I was to roast her back, I said to him, listen, I know this hands down. If I roast her back and you laugh at me roasting her, she's going to give you one of the dirtiest looks ever. And then when I leave, she's going to make your life hell for the rest of the evening. You know that pum-pum you're looking to get tonight? You're not getting it for a whole... With my roasting, you ain't getting it for a whole month. So be happy that I held my tongue, bro. Because I knew what was happening wasn't right. Come on now, man. People need to understand boundaries. Don't be overstepping. Come on now. Humble yourselves. Come on.
Castle, that's not gonna happen.
You know, yes, she's marrying an African man, but he's marrying an American woman.
Yeah.
So they have things they're going to have to work out.
I'm saying all this because I've been here before my elder here. So I know how things work when it comes to these American ladies. Being that controlling in a relationship.
I don't think that's a fair thing to say in general. Yeah, because you wouldn't say that about a man. You're just saying like, oh, a woman is coming off like that, and that's not okay.
I totally disagree with you because
Well,
I'm trying to tell you that here in America, the system is the lady at the top. So I'm trying to make her understand that before going to sign that stuff, don't expect that things will be the way it used to be.
I absolutely hate that Temperature is trying to tell me that men are the boss in the relationships. Like, no, we're in America, honey. Like, that's not how it works. But at the same time, Kobe has shown some of this mentality in the past when he just really worried, am I going to see more of this Kobe after we get married? Is he going to change and then trying to, like, take control of everything?
I mean, listen, let's just remove the part of that you're in America, honey. But I understand why she put that in there. Because obviously, Temperature's making this all about culture. So she had every right to say that, to be fair with you. Sociology is your thing. You're wise beyond your years, I believe. I mean, listen, I won't lie to you, right? Kelly, I've been getting told since forever that I'm an old soul in a young body. But this old soul in a young body is probably the reason why I'm still single. I know too much. So therefore my expectations are slightly bit too high sometimes. Knowing too much can be good, but sometimes knowing too much can be a roadblock. But it's okay though. I don't mind the single life. You know what I mean? I don't mind it. You know what it is? I'm one of these people, right? I like being single most of the time. But then I get moments and I'm like, oh, I want a relationship now. But then if I get a relationship, about 2 days later, I don't want to be in a relationship. I want to go back to single now. Oh man, I saw that the other day. Someone was talking about single's lovely, but not all the time. Sometimes I just want to come out of it. Oh man, I won't lie to you, man. I have a low tolerance of relationships sometimes. Said I've been talking to someone one time. I'm like, this is nice. A day later, yeah, I'm done now. I'm back to being single again. Yeah, I don't want the life. Temporarily, yes, but not all the time. And the full-time commitment is too much for me. That's why when people ask me, do you ever see yourself getting married? I'm like, I mean, yo, if I ever get married, then boy, man, whoever that's gonna be, they're gonna have some magical skills. You know what I mean? Hypnotize me or something like that. I don't know. Honestly though, I won't lie to you, one of the worst things about being single for too long is that you enjoy your space so much that when someone comes into it, at first it feels nice having someone in, but then after they're like, but then I can't do this, can't do that. You know what? we can be boyfriend and girlfriend in about a month's time. Okay, I need a time out. Can we go on a break, please? Thank you. But yeah, anyway, let's just continue. A relationship can only work when both choose it every day. Oh, exactly. Tammy, I have no idea what INFJ means. What does that mean? I am IFGen. I gotta have my space. What's what it means? At 1 a.m. once in a relationship, and then at 1 a.m. once in a relationship, and then single again in the morning. That's it. I ain't got time for that. Oh dear Lord. Honestly, I'll tell you this now, right? The worst nightmare for a woman, right, is I'm gonna tell you this now, like, ladies, take this right now. Listen, ladies, if you're single, write this down. Write this down right now, okay? If you find a man that can cook for himself, clean for himself, okay, you know, everything that a woman can do. A man that can obviously, he knows that he pays on bills. I know there's a lot of men out there that don't know how to do that. They get their women doing it. But if you know someone, if you know a man that knows how to pay his own bills, he can clean his own house, he can cook his own food, and he can cook good, not microwave, not oven food, cook from scratch, okay, right? You know what I'm saying, okay? He's able to maintain himself, very nice. Understand this. If you give that type of guy a headache, he will leave you within an instant because he doesn't need you. But a man that can't do those things, oh, you can mess him about all you want because he's gonna stick around anyway because he doesn't want to do all those things. He needs you to do it. But of course, you push him too much, he's obviously gonna bounce. So don't push him too much. You know what I mean? But a man that can do things for himself, that's the kind of man that you don't want to play games with because he'll happily leave you. So sometimes, like, you know, I'll get someone talking to me. I'll get someone talking to me sometimes, right? And then they'll say certain things because they want a reaction. I give them no reaction. Then they look at me like, why not give me a reaction? I can see it. And then all of a sudden they do that thing of, yeah, I just don't really think it's working, and I think it's best if we just, you know, maybe go separate ways. I just feel like, you know, we're in different spaces, or maybe I'm not the one. My reaction is, okay. Their reaction is, oh, just okay. They don't say it, but I can see it because it's the part when you can hear the tone and the voice, it changes. They come in with a confidence. You know when they come in with that confidence of, yeah, I don't think it's working, and you're like, okay, and they're like, oh yeah, but you can still text me though if you want to. We can still follow each other on that if you want to. No, I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. You've made good points about why we were not compatible. That's fine. I understand that. I'm cool. So women, if you like playing games too much, be careful because you might play games with the man that is right for you, but you just didn't see it because you're too busy wanting to play your madness games. Remember that, okay? Your boy's coming out here with gems. I'm always giving you guys pointers. You know what I'm saying? Each time you come to a live stream or a video that I upload, come with a notebook from now on, okay? Now there's always a point you can add to your life. Let's continue.
Agree with everything that Temperature is saying?
Well, he said some things that were right.
It's not the same with women, Fabulous. Fabulous, it is not the same with women. It is not at all. Listen, it's far from it. It's not the same. Because the fact is though, right? Men aren't supposed to be able to do certain things. Women are supposed to be able to do certain things. A woman that can cook, clean, all that kind of stuff, she still wants a man. There's a difference, you see? There's a difference between men and women. You see? There's men in the world that need a woman. And there's men in the world who don't need a woman. Women, on the other hand, it's not the fact that they need a man. It's just that they want a man. Men, men is more of a need rather than a want. Women, it's more of a want than a need. So trust me. It's not the same. It's not the same. Trust me when I tell you that. Point blank period. Come on now. Don't mess about. I'm disappointed in you though. I'm disappointed in you. You thought it was the same, Fabulous to me. It's not the same. They're two different things. Trust me.
It's true. We are from Africa where, you know, the man is always on top. But if there is respect in the relationship, you know, communication, like, you know, everybody has a role to play. It's like equal. But the man is always on top.
That's how Eve and her friends practice.
Okay, that was the only scene that I wanted to show there, which is now done and dusted. Let's see what else you guys are saying in the comment section before I bounce. Men, please kill the bugs and gas up the car. Amber's gonna learn that the hard way with Daniel. Who's Amber? Daniel. I don't know what that is. Maybe I do. I just don't know what show you're talking about. Speak the truth. I don't need a man. I want my man. Laugh, lad. True. I told you, man. I told you. Like, come on now. Marriage 2022. Obsolete, I think. Never need someone. That's the exactly. Never need someone, but that's just the way it works, though. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference. But don't get me wrong, though. There are a lot of women. But like I said before, you know what I mean, it all really depends. It already depends on the person and whatnot. But I'm just trying to say to you right now, this is just general advice for both men and women. To be honest with you, the matter of the fact is, if you find someone that is a genuine person, you know, if you find someone that has got their shit together, don't play games with someone who's got their shit together. That's what I want to say, okay? If you're playing games with someone who's got their shit together, you're going to lose them within an instant, because if they got their shit together, then they've got no time for games. There's no time for toxic energies. Especially with someone who's been single for a while, who's got their shit together, both men and women. You know what I'm saying? So men and women both use, if you find someone, okay, that's got their shit together, don't play games. Because you play games, they're out within a millisecond. To be honest with you, like, and the only difference is that with a man, if you meet a man who's got his shit together and you start playing games, at that point, he ain't looking at you as a potential wifey no more. He's just looking at you as a potential a number to add on to his tally. If anything, that's if he's got that. That's if he's got that energy. You know what I mean? Women, other than they just be out. Is that UK accent? You never know. It could be Pluto. My accent could be from Pluto. It could be from Jupiter. Who knows? I agree. Need and want are different. I want my husband, not need him. There you go. So two different things is what I'm saying. But anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, so tomorrow, obviously, we will have 90 Day UK. But like I said before, 90 Day UK obviously will be for Patreon members. But if I've got time, I may stream the first ever episode of 90 Day UK if you're lucky, okay? But either way, though, that will be the only time that I would do it on YouTube if I do it tomorrow. But the matter of the fact is, for 90 Day UK, full reaction to the full episode, that will always be on Patreon. Of course, just like normal, I will do a single episode, though, a single clip of a reaction on YouTube, so you can obviously see the fun that we're having over there, if you dig what I'm saying. But hey, with that being said, though, hope to see you all over at Patreon, so you can obviously enjoy 90 Day UK with myself and everyone that's there right now. I believe right now we've got about 32, 33, I think, members on Patreon right now, which is quite good because we only started Patreon, about a month or two ago, whatever. So it's been building up, not slowly, but it's building up more and more, which is fantastic. But yeah, I think right now we're on a mission to get Patreon to at least 100 people, you know what I mean? But like I said before, all I can say is that for the people that are not the members right now, you're missing out on Team Mum UK, you're missing out on Married at First Sight is going off, though. That is going off. You guys are missing out. But that is obviously going off. Obviously, we're adding 90 Day UK this to tomorrow. And then next week, we're also adding, what day is it next week? The 30th. And then also next week, Saturday, Saturday, we will be also be doing Life After Lockup as well. That's also going to be on Patreon. And Life After Lockup is also going to be going off. And let's be real, Life After Lockup, Married at First Sight, 100% are generally better than 90 if you want to. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and also missing out on the fact that it is unrestricted, unfiltered, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Over there, I say things exactly how I want to say them and how I like to say them, not how I am restricted to say them. But obviously on YouTube, I can't really swear, and that's why I say things like shiz rather than the actual SHIT word and just things like. But on Patreon, I say legit. And also as well on Patreon, of course, there isn't the most videos that I do reaction to as well. It's the actual copy, good quality stuff. You know what I mean? None of this scrambled up stuff that we have to do on YouTube. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you leave a like on your way out, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.